So we filled our calving barn back up yesterday, and I already had 2 babies. There's one in there and one behind that heifer right there. So yeah, I guess it's another week of calving heifers. These 3 are already collared. They're being pre-trained. Those 2 have both been pre-trained. So hopefully these 5 are the ones that calve this week and they go well, and that some of the other ones catch on. I've had 4 from the last 2 weeks already catch on today. So we're making progress. Happy Wednesday morning. This little guy, he's not really little, he's kind of a beast. Yeah, so I walked out this morning, had a heifer calving with this calf, and she had 1 rear leg showing. So had to deal with that. Thankfully both legs were there. When I got my arm inside of her, I was able to find the second leg and get both legs pulled out, and then we used the calf jack. We've had our calf jack for about a year, and it's a really handy tool on calves that are just too big for my weak little self to pull. So calf jacked it out, and thankfully, like, I caught it early enough that the calf's alive. He's doing great. He's already been standing up a couple times, so that's awesome. And we also have a little sexed semen heifer calf out of a cow over here. So yeah, 2 more calves today. Emptying this barn out quick again. Yay. The guys are spreading solids today. If you could bottle scents, you wouldn't want this one bottled. Not sure how well you can see it throwing out, but we just helped this nice big bull calf into the world from one of the heifers we've been pre-training. This is 11 out of 12 from the purchased heifers we bought. So we got 1 more to calve. This is the first calf that we've had to pull out of those 11 heifers, so that's pretty good. And he was a very easy pull. She just kind of got to the head and couldn't quite reach the crown of his head. So I grabbed our calf chains and calf handles and just helped her a little bit. I was in a hurry, so I didn't catch it on video, but he's alive. He's doing great. Mom looks great. So another happy calf today. Sunday, rain day activity. We need to put the duals and the weights on our 8370 so that we can go to tillage this week. I think it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow and possibly Tuesday. They even said snow tonight. But our goal is that by the end of the week, maybe we'll be in the field getting some tillage done. Maybe planting by Monday, fingers crossed maybe. Just kind of depends on how much rain we really get over the next couple days. But getting really, really close. So hopefully soon. We started by putting the front wheel weights on. So these bolt onto the inner wheel, and then the outer wheel bolts onto these. We use our pallet forks to pick both of them up and hold them in place. I cannot lift them alone. I know we have a friend that has, so I'm not sure how heavy they are, but too heavy for me. This tractor was hauling corn last fall, so we had the duals on the rear to help distribute weight and carry the weight of the 2 gravity wagons better for more control. So we didn't have to put the back tires on, but we did have to add the wheel weights on the back. So you can see we also picked those up with our forks on the loader and held them in place and then just bolted them on. We store all of our tools in our shop, so for this tractor we hooked them with the chain and the pallet forks to get them out of the wall and into a spot where we could roll them into place. If you know my husband, he will tell you he doesn't farm, but you can see in this nice video that he loves to help on the farm and was very kind in helping us put all the duals and the weights on this rainy Sunday day. It is a much easier job when we have 3 people, so that 1 person can run the loader and then 2 people can be on the ground working with the tires and the forks and running the bolts. The front duals are smaller, so we're able to roll these into place, which is why we're hooking them out into the middle of the shop, and then we'll just roll them into place instead of trying to hold them in place with the loader. By driving the tractor up onto two 6x6s, it gets the tractor at the right height to bolt the duals on easier and fight with them less. So that's what you can see us doing in this part of the video. And then we stop when it's in the right spot and then roll the tire into place and bolt it up. We use large pry bars to help manipulate the tire into the right place so that the bolts line up. Sometimes it's just a little off, or you've got to get the inside in farther. My job is to get all the bolts started, so that's what you can see me doing here, is working my way around the tire, getting them started. I start on one side and then go to the other, and then I work through the middle. After I've got them all started, I take my impact and tighten everything down, and then just double check that it's really tight with the impact. The final task to get the tractor field ready is putting the front weights on. So that's what you can see us doing here. They stack on the weight bar and just help weigh the tractor down, basically. They do get quite heavy as you go along, and it's quite difficult to just stand there and hold them when you're waiting for the person before you to get their weight on. But it's important to get them lined up correctly so that they all fit on place and there's no gap in between them. After all the weights are on, there's a bolt and a bracket that goes through to hold them all together. So that's what you can see us doing. And this section is bolting it all together. There's 2 bolts, one that comes in from each side and a little bracket in the middle that has a welded nut on. And she's ready to go. Weights, duals, gripper attached. Just waiting for the weather still.